go. Ready to go.
Okay, I thought it was a really crisp start. Jumped up 21-0, had it clicking in all three phases. And then, from the middle of the second quarter to halftime, really sloppy ball on both sides. Defense's credit, we shut them out in the second half, held them under 200 yards, thought that was good, teams were solid. But offense just, too many opportunities squandered, and then the protection and just got to get better there. Well, got to learn to play the lead. Got to learn to play the lead. He's up 21-0, man. Got to keep the edge. And, so there's a lot of things we're trying to change here. Another thing we're trying to change in tradition is you got to keep the people in the seats after halftime and create a Power 4 environment in the stadium. But we got to play better too. So it's a win. It's something to build. Question.
He's on your left and Matt.
You mentioned the environment. What's your message to those fans that left at halftime? And did you know, I think you kind of talked about maybe a couple months ago, that you need time to build that engagement?
Yeah, I think I'm going to focus now on the game. I made my statement, and we have to play better. I was disappointed with the way we played when we jumped up 21-0. But I did think defensively, other than one drive, we played well.
Man on your left, Zach.
Coach, that's what I was going to ask you about. Obviously, the last drive on defense, not great, but other than that, you guys really held them down. What did you like about how your defense played today?
We were swarming the football, doing a nice job of, in the pass game for the most part, put pressure on the quarterback, created a turnover or two, and again, other than one drive, I thought I saw pretty significant improvement, and the team had a chance.
Zach on your right and Seth.
I guess just following up on that, I think 8 tackles for loss, 4 sacks. Just how encouraged were you with seeing the disruption you were getting at the line of scrimmage in particular?
Yeah, well, those TFLs and sacks are great. I didn't know the numbers, but we've always been high in TFLs and sacks, and we have guys that have the ability to do that too. So, I think it's something to build on.
Seth on your left with Todd.
Yeah, Curt, for his first game in an IU uniform, how do you assess Curtis' work play today?
I thought, he made some plays and scrambled out of the pocket, made a couple of plays, and then the protection broke down a little bit on him. He missed 2 to 4 reads, which is going to happen in a football game, and familiarity with scheme and things like that, just playing more snaps. We left at least 10 plays out there offensively, but not the quarterback. I liked the way he moved around because he hadn't been hit, and made some nice throws.
Todd, third row middle and Ravi.
Curt, I know you haven't seen film yet, but the kind of the new guys on the interior of the offensive line. What's kind of your baseline assessment of them right now without having seen the film? And
I can't. We had some real nice chunks in the run game, and most of the pressure I saw was coming off the edge in the pass game. So, we would get the run game going in the second half, and chunks, kind of breaking their will, and then would throw it and, go backwards. But, those guys are capable. We're going to be okay there.
Todd Kessler. Ravi middle, third row, and then Sammy.
Yeah, Coach, with what fans saw today, like what percentage of your offensive playbook would you say that we saw today?
The offense changes week to week based on the opposition. We threw a couple surprise type plays at them early in the game, and they worked, and had one again there early in the second half that should have worked for a touchdown. And as the game was going on, I was wishing that we had a few more, to be honest with you. We didn't have that many of them in. So, want to see us play offense like we started those first 3 out of 4 series.
Sammy back left, and Zach.
Coach Andrew Turby came up with an tackle for loss and sack. What did he show you in fall camp to earn that playing time? Nothing in the post game in the second half.
Yeah, walk on and plays really hard, and he's smart, and he does what he's supposed to do, because our defense is pretty heavy. There's a lot of adjustments, and there's some read and react after been snapped based on how linemen play. And he's a real dependable guy, and that's all we needed was somebody over there at that particular time to sort of do what he was supposed to do because there were plays to be made.
Zach on your right, Jack.
Coach, the transfers accounted for 360 to 414 yards of offense today. What does that say about your staff and your guys' ability to bring in the right guys and then get them ready for week 1?
Most of those guys are proven guys, you know what I mean? So, we've made some plays out there, we're capable of making them.
Jack on your left, and Daniel.
Kirk, we didn't see Donovan McCulley out there for, a lot of the game. What's he been dealing with, and how long?
We got him, he was getting involved early and took got hit and, went back in there for a little bit, and then, that was it for him. So, we'll see what happens.
Daniel right in front, and Jim.
He wasn't medically cleared to go back there.
You all ran it well, I want to say averaged a little under 6 yards a carry. How would you kind of evaluate the way that the rushing attack kind of played today?
Yeah, there was some nice creases and some nice cuts, nice chunks, and now we got to take the next step and, with a little bit better downfield blocking or breaking a tackle here and there, those 12 and 13-yard gains become 25 and 30 and 40. I was really impressed with Elijah Green that last play. I mean, he broke through there with a 2-0 line and showed speed and burst, and they couldn't catch him.
Jim in front, then this.
Coach, a lot of rushing yards today, and I know that penalties are something that drives you insane. 8 penalties on the offense today. Was that just due to being the first game, a little bit of fatigue coming in? The 8 of the 9 penalties were on the offense.
Yeah, good job defense. Too many penalties. There were quite a few penalties in scrimmages. It was a focus to eliminate penalties. But I think when you look around college football, you're seeing that in the openers right now. It's almost like they're teachable moments and they learn from it the next game. I'm not making an excuse by any means because we didn't want to have any. I am pleased that we didn't have turnovers because I was worried about penalties and turnovers. So we don't have to teach that, which was good. So, but we got to do better in that area.
His last one.
You talked a lot about the fall camp in spring, just about the depth of receiver and rotating those guys. How, who kind of dictates when those guys come in and out, and how happy were you with kind of the depth you showed there with, your little
I
drop
thought
off?
early on they made some plays and Cross made a really nice catch. And, we just want them to play fast and, if they play 4, 5, 6 plays in a row and all of a sudden they run a deep route, we'll try to get a new group in there, and sometimes we'll sub out a whole 3-wide group for another 3-wide group, so get them playing fast. But we have a lot of capable guys.
All right, thanks.